Okay, today we are making a wonderful creme fraiche, wonderful culture made with half and half. We will give you some links and so forth on the web page underneath this video to show you where you can get information about this particular strain of probiotics. The probiotics in this yogurt culture, it's not a yogurt really, it's a culture that has lots and lots of good probiotics in it. And today the reason we're using the half and half is because it makes a much richer and tastier culture. The culture can then be added to anything like yogurt, smoothies, you could add flaxseed, all kinds of interesting stuff to it. So that's very exciting. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the already existing culture that we have and we're going to go ahead and open it, and you notice that on the lid we have punched holes in it. It's very critical that this culture be able to breathe, and so therefore your lids for your ball jars that you're going to use or glass jars have to have lids or holes poked in them. Now we're going to stir up the existing culture. This is a wonderful texture. It's very smooth and creamy and pure. Excellent for adding to a smoothie with strawberries, your favorite fruit, anything like that. Alright, I think that's good enough. You'll notice that it has a pretty good consistency. It's a little bit, it's thicker than milk obviously, and just a little bit less thick than yogurt. However, you can control that with how much culture you use compared to the half and half. We're going to pour our entire jar. Making sure to get every last drop of this. This is the culture that sticks to the jar has got some of the best probiotics in it. It's important that you use only glass and only stainless steel utensils. If you don't have a glass bowl like this one comes from Pampered Chef and it's 8 cups. And it's wonderful for making this because it works out really well with the ball jars. So, alright, I've got my jar scraped out, and we're gonna wash that with some pretty heavy duty soap and water. It's gonna be kind of difficult to get the culture out if you let it dry. So obviously you don't want to let your culture dry in your jars. Alright. Now next, we're going to be adding our half and half. We're going to give it a little shake. Get it all nice and stirred up good. Okay, next, we're just going to pour this in. And we are going to have a wonderful new set of culture. This will make 2 quarts. It'll make 2 quarts of culture for you in quart jars. Now we're going to give it a good stir. Making sure to stir only with a stainless steel. I can't emphasize that enough. You can't use wooden spoons. It's best not to use plastic. It's better to use like a spoon, a silver spoon, a stainless spoon. Alright, now we have that. Let's get our lid out of here. We've got this all nice and stirred, and in a home where the temperature hovers around 73 to 72 degrees, you're going to want to let this particular culture with a half and half, you're going to want to let it cure in a process for almost 24 hours, sometimes 25. I did a batch yesterday or 2 days ago, and it went 25 hours. So what we do is we're going to take a simple paper plate. You'll notice that this glass has a wonderful fluted spout, so that it's very important that this culture breathe while it's processing on your counter or on your refrigerator, wherever you put it. Not in the refrigerator, but it needs to stay out on the counter, untouched, unmoved. You don't want it to be stirred or shaken while it's doing this process. So this jar or glass bowl actually works out well with a paper plate. A simple paper plate leaves you plenty of room for the culture to breathe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little note to myself here that this was made with half and half, and you want to write the time down, unless you have a timer that you can do 24 hours or more. A lot of stoves won't do that, so what we're going to do is I'm going to say today is Saturday, May 14th, 2011, and it's currently 1:30 in the afternoon. So tomorrow, which is Sunday, 5:15, we're gonna have culture that's ready to go at 1:30 to 2:30. Now the way that you can tell that your culture is ready is when around that time you come over, around the time that it's due to be finished, you come over and you lift your paper plate and you simply tilt the jar or the glass bowl. You simply tilt it to look for it the culture to stick along the edges. And if it sticks along the edges of the bowl, then you've got a great culture going. So after that, we're going to go ahead and put this paper plate on here, and we're going to just store it out of the way and recycle our empty half and half bottle, and we will check back with you in 24 or 25 hours and we'll finish this video.
And don't move it.
And don't move it. Definitely don't move it. Thank you, that was a great point. Don't move it, don't shake it or stir it while it's processing. Alright.